Okay, we got lights out snaring here. I'm just going to show you guys the assembly of my the 6-foot coyote snares that I've been using. So we got a 6-foot piece of 1x19 564 cable. I got my double ferrule and my barrel swivel. I just anchor my barrel swivels to the bases of my trees. You just double up 14 gauge wire. It's quick and easy, and I don't run any extension to it other than the 6-foot cable for my coyotes. I don't find a need for 12-foot snares. Coyotes don't have to run and hammer the ends of the snare to have my triggers and stuff fire on my springs, and just how this system functions is enough on a 6-foot leash that I can control, or they can pull hard enough and set the cam lock, and the spring will trip and everything functions perfectly. So so what we got our collar support, which is just a coiled wire, little tapered coiled wire, and I like those. They go left-hand thread onto your support wire. We've got our Lights Out Snaring's modified cam lock and a 280 breakaway, and a piece of squirrel wire on here, and I'll show you here in a bit what that's for. We've got our A1 spring and trigger combos. I just preset it and it's sitting on the bench here, and you won't find that you can do that with any of the other springs, I guess, on the market either. So that's just how safe these are and how nice they are to work with. We've got just a washer, and it just keeps the single stop on the end of the cable from binding in the spring eyelet. So I'll go ahead and show you the assembly here. So I pre-assembled the swivel onto the end. Now I'm going to thread on the collar support. We got our Lights Out Snaring's modified cam lock. Okay, so this is where we run our cable through the cam lock. We come around and we come up through the breakaway here. So by doing that, so you come around and up through the breakaway. All right. Now you can take and drop your spring on. We'll drop our washer on, and then our single stop, and then we can go over to the bench and bench press and squash that up. But by doing this way, we end up getting, I'll show you this little piece of squirrel wire. I got this idea from a trapper up in Lac La Biche, Alberta, and what it does, it keeps makes your snares fast, and it also keeps them from freezing up. So it's a heck of an idea. But so with this assembled this way, when this comes down and comes closed, now your cam lock has the animals pulling on this. You can hear the teeth grabbing. So now this lock is tight on the neck. The spring fires. The spring has got 50 pounds push on it. So when it releases, it's pushing on the right side of the lever, holding that lever, this cam lock lever, tight to the cable. Now this cable is able to pull the slack and make it that much tighter. Okay, so that's the way I've been threading them. I know the other way, you end up with your lever, or with your spring on the back side of this lever. So unless the animal is pulling and got his weight hanging on this, there's a chance that you can pump this, that this can get pumped off and backed off. And that's where the entanglement comes in the other way. Run your cable the other way is once the animal's entangled, then there's less chance of your cam lock backing off. Okay, so I hope that gets you an idea. So when I'm setting these, I'll just toss that spring up there, or I'll just leave it sitting in the loop, and that's one of my coyote snares.